So today I'm getting new tyres. I'm getting smaller tyres, so I'm going for less of the fat chonky tyre look and more of the stretch, stancy boy, slammed, cambered look. But before getting the tyres, I had to sort a few things on the car. Firstly being that the wheels hit the guards already. They barely scraped the guards when I turned full lock. I'll show you what I mean. They hit a bit more now because the guards aren't actually bolted in with the valance, but yeah, I need to cut more out of my guards for the wheels to not hit. So it wasn't really that much of an issue before, but I plan on lowering this thing more as soon as I get these tires, because they are smaller overall diameter, so I will be able to slam this thing a bit more. The other issue too is I'm finally fitting that front spoiler that I've had for well over a year now. Because it's for an RA2328, I'm making it fit noob, but to do so it brings the guards in more, the bottom of the guards, because a first gen's narrower car. That's the valance that was on noob. This is the 2328 front spoiler that I've trimmed a little bit on the top section so it fits under the bumper. It'll bring this part of the guard in further like that, and then of course the wheels are going to hit. So I'm going to fit the front spoiler, make a bracket for it in the center, and then I'm finally going to tackle the issue with the wheels hitting the guards. So I have to be out of here by 1 o'clock to go get these tires fitted. So worst case, I'll drive there without a valance, but yeah, that's the plan. And of course, filming it as I'm doing it is going to take up some time. It's already 10:30, so yeah, I'm going to get stuck into it. What I'm doing currently is drilling out these rivets that are holding this on. Centerpiece in there was a Series B one. I ended up cutting this off of specifically to fit that, but then I had to temporarily run this valance, so I ended up just riveting the thing back on there. The factory valances are normally held in by these little I guess like a Phillips head screw with a big washer. They screw into these, which sit on here like that. Instead, I'm going to use these because I've got a bunch of them, which are essentially the same thing but with a nut on the back. And then I'm just going to go some long 10mm bolts with big washers on them. Alright, so I've just gotten some scrap steel here and made up these little things. Probably easier to just show you what they do. So under here, the guard is held in to here with a bolt up the top. But the front of the guards is going to come in about yay much. This will bolt in where the original spot was for the bracket here. And then the bracket will bolt into this hole on the end here. And then both guards should sit in the right position for this.
It just works.
I just got my new tires fitted and they are absolutely stupid. Oh, yes. So they are a much smaller rolling diameter. They are stretched, and that means I need to fix some things because the fitment isn't super great now. As you can see, there is now a big gap between the wheel and the flares. So the plan is to freaking lower it again. Why do I do stupid shit? I don't know. And the other thing I want to do is sort out the fitment here, because as you can see, the wheel sits a lot deeper than the flare itself. And you might remember that's because I ended up fitting a much narrower diff. It's an RA23 diff to this thing. The 2328 diff fucking worked. It got the wheels to tuck nicely. They tuck so nicely now. They tuck almost as good as me. That was a lie. I don't tuck. I can't remember the measurements exactly, but it's much narrower than an RA40 diff, and yeah, I really don't like how it sits now. Yeah, I really don't like that. So the plan for that is 15mm spacers and a hub-centric ring, because I've been running these Hoshinos without a hub-centric ring on them for a while now. And as you can see, there is a gap in there between the hub and the inner of the rim. So these were 60.1mm to 75mm from memory. And these wheels being Hoshino G5s, they should have a 75mm bore on the back, so they should fit in theory. Front spoiler on hold for the minute. I want to sort this out and then wheel align. I just want to drop it slowly. I'm gonna get that retaining spring back in. Like that. Check the other ones in. Yeah, looks all good. All right, let's see what she looks like. Oh, fuck me. Oh, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. Oh, shit. Holy fuck, that is so low. Holy fuck, that is so low. Oh my god, what have I done? I'm just... This is the dumbest shit. There's still like... Yeah. There's like a good 2cm gap, really. Which is probably good for daily driving. Fuck me. I guess I tackle the rear then, hey? I was happy with the height that the car was at. So I ended up dropping the rear another 15-20mm, which is probably as good as it's gonna get. I'm just doing a wheel alignment. A couple other things I need to sort out. The exhaust hits the diff. So I'm gonna have to make some adjustments there. As you can see, the exhaust is sitting on the diff, which is not good. So I'm probably gonna have to maybe slide this off, or actually ideally lift the whole exhaust up. Adjusting hangers or some shit. I'm gonna have a look at the exhaust and see what I can do. I might have to just dodgy something until I can actually take it to an exhaust place and get them to redo the system. Now, as cool as this is, I'm probably gonna have to unbolt it and put a valance back on. At least the exhaust is tucked now, a little bit anyway. All I did was raise it up, so the exhaust has a little bit more clearance. It's no longer hitting the diff, which is awesome. There's like a good 2.5cm gap there, 1 inch gap. This front spoiler is a problem though. I don't know whether I just run it and hit things and wipe it out, or if yeah, I don't know. All right, so I just took it for a drive, and surprisingly, not much scraping in the way of like subframe or chassis rails or anything like that, but the rear arches were rubbing pretty hard, so I've taken the flares off and hammered that lip up more underneath the flares there, so hopefully that gives it a bit more room. The front spoiler didn't actually rub much at all, I don't think. A little bit of scrapage, but nothing severe. Nothing severe. I don't know if I'm 100% sold on the front spoiler or not yet, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna just drive it around and see if it grows on me a bit. Like, I like it, but I don't know if it's too big. But then again, it goes along with the Kaido Shokatan sort of look, I guess. I think for now though, I'm just gonna drive it as is and see how much of a beating the exhaust takes. Ideally though, I should probably get it sorted, because if I can, then this should still be kind of dailyable. So yeah, I mean, like, I'm happy with how it looks, but I don't know if I've gone a bit too extreme or not. The question is, will it scrape? The answer is yes, absolutely, yes, it does, yep. Today is the first day driving Noob around since lowering it. And like, I mean a proper drive, not just around the block. But like, I'm driving to work. That's why I'm in my uniform. So this will be an interesting test to see what she scrapes on. So one of the issues is the exhaust still hangs down way too far. I need to sort that. But other than that, it actually seems to drive all right. I haven't gone very quick yet, very fast, but I'm going to, on the way to work, there's a few 80k roads, so we'll see how it handles. Today's the first drive, so I'm gonna record it, and we're gonna see what I scrape on. So far, so good. Alright, front right tyre. What's funny about this though, is now that I've lowered it, is I'm actually doing the speed limit. I'm actually driving sensibly. I mean, I could get used to this. This isn't too bad. Around here though, straight. Oh, it's honestly, it doesn't scrape too bad. I reckon stiffer springs. Stiffer springs get the exhaust tucked. Okay, so it doesn't scrape when I'm turning right, and I'm not sure if that's because of all the weight on this side. I weigh 100 kilos and the fuel tank's on this side. Oh gosh. Now the driveway at work's pretty fucked. Get ready. We made it, mostly unscathed. Something's rattling out the back though. It's the exhaust hitting the panel. It's alright, hammer will fix that. Alright, I'd say that was mostly a success. So I have a few issues to sort out, but I think they're mostly easy fixes. The back wheels were scraping pretty bad, but I put those taller bump stops in. That's fixed that. It's not doing it anymore. It is literally just the front. Stiffer springs in the front, but I'm gonna work something out there. So yeah, I mean, hey, I'm pretty stoked. She looks sick. I love it. I can't help but smile. But yeah, that was definitely an interesting drive. What's funny is the bonnet is basically knee height.
1 week later.
any less of a daily driver. It just makes my daily commute a bit more interesting, you know? driveway without scraping. Yes! I did it. I'm a pro. I'm a professional. Scrapes right here though, my exhaust. We haven't got this concreted yet. Ooh, there it goes. Oh, that's fun.